Greetings from the Fredericktown homestead. The sun is right at the horizon. It's the end of the day. It's been a good day. We had the annual benefit auction for the community. They raised money to set against the medical bills. I took, I think 22 boxes down to be auctioned off. They went between $15 and $20 each. Each community was responsible for donating 2 full-size quilts. That means they're over 96 inches. And many of them were bigger than that. It was a good auction. I got a few videos. I hope you will like those videos if you would, please, and share them with your friends. Very few opportunities to be amongst the Amish and do some videoing. I figured that was one place where I could get away with it. I don't think they liked it, but I got away with it somehow. Some people don't like me for my camera work, but oh well. Some people just don't like me. Yeah, the sun's going down on a long day. Just sitting in the audience, I had a front row seat, and sitting in the audience and listening carefully to the auctioneer, because of course he tries to make it hard to understand, and then deciding what you wanted to bid on, what I wanted to bid on. I bid on a lot of stuff. I bid on a lot of stuff. But I only came home with 2 pillows, a bent hickory stool, 2-gallon jugs, 1 cedar hidden drawer that I liked. I think that was it. But I bid on quilts, I bid on headlamps, I bid on, I bid on so many things. But they all went higher than what I could do. I ended up spending $180 there today. Plus I donated 22 boxes. Don't know how much all they went for, totaled up, but because I didn't get to see them all. The ones that I took in today got sold outside, and I wasn't outside at all. It was just too hot in the sun. And you had to stand up. I had a comfortable chair in the tent, and they were selling furniture, household goods. I bid on some of the furniture. There's some really nice furniture. One of the things you'll see at Amish auction that you won't see anywhere else is these beautiful hat suppositories where you put your Sunday hat. It has a place for your hat to be mounted in there out of the dust, because these hats are over $100 each, the felt ones. And whenever one of them came up, and it was, the auctioneer was chiming at less than $50, I'd chime in. I'd say, yeah, I'll take it at that price. But then it would take off and go, because a lot of the Amish men like to have a nice place to put their Sunday hat. And I guess none of them went for less than $250. Most went for over $300. Some of them went for over $400. Really nice oak, walnut, white oak. And then there was backless benches like they use in church, but all out of very fancy wood. I think there were, I'd guess there was about a dozen of them there. Most of them were 12 foot. There's a couple 6-footers. I bid on the 6-footer a couple times, and took it up as high as I dared, and then it just kept right on going. I really needed a headlamp, and they had 2 of them there today on the inside, probably a lot more outside, because that's where the tools and stuff were. But yeah, I bid them up to 60 bucks. Oh, the cover for my, I've got 2 bent hickory rockers coming, not a cover, but a cushion. They had 3 of them there, and I was very active in them all the way up to $60, because you can buy them in the store here at the Amish store, the seat covers, for 60. And I just went to 60 and I didn't get any. Every time they'd sell 1 bid after I quit. And yeah, I bid hard on them. I really hoped all day that I'd be able to get one of them. They sold them late in the day. By then I'd already spent my 180 bucks. But I really wanted a cushion for my new rockers. I'll end up getting one at the store. You can order them at the store. The girls will take your order, and then a month later you get your bent hickory cushion cover. And then there's, I say cover because I just took the cover off of the one that I have in the house here, because the cats use it all the time, and it was more cat hair than it was cushion, and I took it down to be laundered with the rest of my laundry. And you have to then somehow put the foam back in. I haven't been able to do that yet. It's in there without the foam. I couldn't get them put back together. It's quite an art to putting that foam back in the covering. I'm hoping that when the family gets here, they'll work on that project. But yeah, it was a good day. I made friends with this little fella here, BB, Blackball. He kind of went missing yesterday. I went and picked him up from the home where the disabled lady was. She's about my age, the disabled lady, and she was done using this kitten because the farm she's going to next, another relative, her sister, has several cats. So BB came home with me, and I rode with him in the van. He was all over my lap and everything all the way home. And then I parked here in the yard and went to sleep with the windows open. That's about the most comfortable place to sleep on this property in the summertime. That house gets hot. And there's no real comfortable place to lay down in there other than going to bed, and I didn't want to do that. So I slept for a couple hours in the van yesterday, and when I woke up I thought, well, the cat must have got out, because it had been all over me and I hadn't seen anything. It didn't wake me up or nothing, and that was the end of it. And then I got a call just as it was getting dark, about this time of night. I got a call from the people down at that farm right down there. They said, my cows are out. Can you come down and get me, and we'll go looking for them? So I spent an hour into the very, very dark part of the night. No headlamp, because I loaned it out and he didn't give it back to me yesterday. I had to make a special trip up there today to get it. But yeah, we were looking for his cattle until dark, and when the boys were getting in and coming out, who should appear but Blackball? He had been in the van all day, and I guess sleeping, I don't know. Like I said, the van is the most comfortable place to be. I got it parked here under the shade now. It's got the best position in the house now. That's going to be my parking spot, under the shade of the tree. And it's moderately comfortable in there. Certainly more comfortable than it is in the house. I just went into the house thinking that I was going to make dinner and all. And oh my goodness, is it ever hot in there. I got them little air conditioners going, but they're not holding up to the heat. Now that the sun's down, it'll be better, but I'll go in just a minute and cook up a steak and some corn. I got steak and corn for dinner. Kind of a summer meal. I was able to pick up some steaks on sale. I want to get them eaten. And of course, corn is right in season right now, early season. It's really nice, 2-color corn. And as luck would have it, I got that from the guy that borrowed my headlamp and didn't return it. So I didn't have to pay for the corn. I can usually get corn without having to pay for it for some of the Amish. Well, tomorrow's Sunday, and they come and I don't know what they're going to do, but they said they're going to bring the bulk of their furniture, and yeah, I took one of the containers in thinking to pick up some of the slats, and it was just too hot to bend over. I tell you, it was that hot in there. And but I've got the slats. I got the container right next to the where it needs to be with the slats, and maybe in the morning I'll get some of that done. I don't know when they show up. He works at night, so they're kind of a late morning people. We'll see. I got some mowing done, and I got several naps. I told on one of my videos that I was going to mow, and I promptly went to sleep for a couple hours in the van. I tell you, that auction was tiring. Yep. Do I look tired? Do I look silly in my new hat? People pointed out, but I think I'm going to go with it for a little while. This hat is Lancaster style. It's very similar to the Swerke Troopers, but you see my crown is not a tall crown. I touch the top of the crown with my head. See, it's indented on top. I don't know if I can show you, but can I show you? And it goes down and hits the top of my head. And that's what holds it up. And it seems to work all right with the cochlear implant, pretty much. I do need a haircut. But yeah, this is the hat I'm wearing. It's a little bit different. It's never quite level because of the CI. I keep it kind of cocked, and that keeps it off the CI. But this hat gives you another, what is it? I think it's 3/4 of an inch that it gives you a brim over the local hats. I've been wearing a Holmes County hat, which gives me 1/4 of an inch less than the local hats. I've got a local hat in the house. I noticed that it's none the worse for wear because it hasn't been used and it's been treated poorly, and it's got a bent up rim and whatnot. But I do have a local Amish hat. But I don't want to look like the Amish. I mean, not like the locals. I want to look a little unique. My orange shirt. And to an Englishman, I look Amish. To an Amishman, I look English. And I am English. I'll never be Amish. But so it goes. Well, I guess that finally is it for today. I passed the 7,500 view mark today. Let's show you my friend here. That's quite an achievement. I'm looking forward to 100,000 views. That should be coming up. My my view on this analytics, I guess they call it, is the more videos you put out there, the more views you're going to get. I mean, I can't really do much on the quality. I do what I do, and I can't be Mike Morgan. I can't be Al Lumna. I can't be Justin Rhodes, and I don't want to be. I'm me, and I do what I do, and my cat talks to me. All right. Want to buy a box? God bless.